this. We live amongst some of the most decent people on planet Earth. Wallahi, I genuinely, from the very bottom of my heart, I believe that the majority of Americans are very, very decent people. They're very decent people. They don't know, they're not as informed, but the amount of decency that you see is just unbelievable. And people will tell you in our own masjid what happened, when something like this, when the Muslim ban took place, there were more non-Muslims that were out there protesting on behalf of the Muslims. And you look into this and you say, man, that is very decent. Because these are people who are moved by the sense of the importance of equality and the sense of the importance of justice that they feel. And we need to capitalize on this. I remember the graffiti that was placed on the masjid. People put big graffiti saying that, go home. Neighbors came in holding signs that said, you are already home. This is home for us as well. Okay? And that is beautiful. That is beautiful when these are the type of people that are living around us. And for this, again, we need to speak in a language, please remember, that is intelligent and simultaneously also makes cultural sense. And for this, please remember also, do not give up hope. One of my favorite stories is they asked people, which animal do they hate most? Insect, bug, anything that you hate most. 85% of the people responded by saying that they hated rats and mice. Rats and mice. 85% of the people said they hated rats and mice. 85% of people hate rats and mice. We have a very important question to ask. How come Mickey Mouse is the most famous personality on Earth? What happened? Somebody took that image that people hate most, repackaged that image, presented it back to people, and what happens when you see Mickey nowadays? You smile. Despite the fact that 85% of the people don't like rats or mice, but everybody loves Mickey Mouse. What happened? Somebody took something that was perceived to be so ugly by the people, repackaged it, represented it to people, and people fell in love with it. The most famous personality on planet Earth. Well, the point is, with all the negativity that is out there, don't give up. Remember this, 85% of the people did not like it, and today it is the most famous personality on planet Earth. Final point, inshallah, now we'll be done. The whole notion of getting people to rethink us, again, rethink the entire community. This is not just the work of the imams, this is not just the work of the masjid. Please make sure that you as an individual, you play a big, huge role in this. They say that if you change one person's mind, you are actually helping in shaping the views of 250 people. That is what happens when every time you speak to one person, change their mind, it's not just that one person, it is actually 250 people. That person is going to go home, speak to their families. Their families are going to speak to their friends. Friends are going to speak to the friends. And now the circle of influence just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. The last point is please make sure that you act locally, people. You've got to act locally. Our circle of concern is the globe. Think globally, act locally. You've got to get involved locally. Make sure that your neighbors, make sure that your city, the council, the school board, these people get to know who we are so that the influence is actually local. And as they say, all politics are, contrary to what we believe, all politics are actually local politics. And you find that the most successful communities are communities that are locally involved. And if each and every community gets locally involved, then the hopes and the prayers is that inshallah eventually we will make the big impact. Because big things happen when little things are done right.